because that won't fit in my outfits. I end up just using it through the airport. Makes things faster and easier. You can skip the TSA lines. When they see you walking up there with a cane, you can get priority. You can do the same thing if you want to go first on the plane, which I tend to go last on the plane if I can, especially when I do. That's another reason why I do personal item only, so I don't have a carry-on that goes in the overhead, so everybody else can get their ass on the plane, and then I can be last on, and preferably the closest to the door, so I can be first off, if at all possible. But lately I haven't been able to manage that. I've been able to manage between row 7 and row 13, which ain't too bad. It's not that I don't like flying the planes, it's just why not limit the amount of time that you're on the plane, you know, in my opinion. And then plus, these lower end airlines charge you $40 outside the airport, and sometimes Frontier charges $80 or $90 at the airport gate if you didn't pay for it beforehand. So between the two, and things not costing that much, if I don't do it, I'd rather just do the personal bag, in my opinion. It's just faster and easier if you can cram everything on you, and you can stand to do that for a couple-hour flight, which I have no problem with doing because like I say, I have poor blood circulation, so I tend to be colder in higher altitude anyway, so I'm cold on the plane. And so all those layers, I'm decently comfortable right there on the plane. I might be a little hot in the airport here or there, but on the plane itself, once seated, I'm fine. Wearing all those layers, and the other benefit to wearing all these layers and being a little bit bigger looking, nobody wants to sit next to you. You know, so I've had it a couple times now where they've had a middle seat person. I've been in the aisle or the window, and I've had a middle seat person come up and say, nope, that's not happening. I gotta get re-signed to a different seat because that guy's a fat guy. You know, and that's the one and only time I like being a fat guy, so to speak, is on the plane, because then you can talk those people who took a middle seat last second out of not taking that seat because they notice how much they get to cram in. Before this, I was taking my Scotty vest, which I bought, but it's a little heavier by itself without all the stuff in it. I like it, but I think the novelty of it wore off, but I like all the different options of pockets and everything in there. I could fit all of this in one jacket, and that worked great, but the weight of it is the consideration that I decided, because all of this and all of this weighs just about what that Scotty does by itself. And so I decided between the two, I'd rather just go with the lighter weight 80s, layer them up and use the different zipper pockets like I was doing before, and basically go back to the older system, because this gives you variety. Because that's the other option of this, is this uses a layer system, so you can get on a plane like I was saying, or different days. Say you're staying in a hotel for a week and you want to look different every day, you know. This helps you to look different. You can wear that one day, you can wear this without a shirt one day, all zipped up, nobody knows you're not wearing a shirt, and so on throughout the whole week, and you look different. It helps you to look different without actually being different, without packing that many different stuff. So I hope this gives people ideas on how to how to pack light and still get around, and how to fly with one bag or no bag. You know, I can get it all the way down to one personal item in that cane that I'm packing. So basically 2 sizes purses in that cane, and then everything else is on me. And I already told you all the benefits of why I do that and not. And then of course I have the benefit of the 38 liter, so that when I don't need to or don't want to do that, I can cram everything in it, and everything will fit in it, no problems. And that's the other thing, is I did not want to go above that size of stuff. So if I add anything else, I'm gonna have to take it out or whatever, but I want to make sure no matter what, everything I own can fit in that, or I don't take it. I want down to one bag and that, or nothing, you know. But occasionally, that's why I have an extra bag, in case I picked up food along the way, or your clothes are wet from going in the hot tub or something like that. You have an option of how to pack something else temporarily. But this is the main backpack that I use, and then these are out because I had the toiletries in it, stuff like that. And so I just rotate stuff around and make it to my benefit to use it. The other thing I want to point out, that I do and don't like this bag, make sure that you put down all your information. Some of that's older information, might need to redo, but just in case they lose your bag, you have it wrote down on your bag. That's another tip. One thing I do and don't like about this bag is all 4 of these zippers that come together will zip right here in the corner and lock to one lock. So this big pocket and the whole main pocket will come together and lock in that corner. I'm using one lock, TSA approved lock that I use, and that's the one thing that I do like about this bag. There's other things, but then the option of being a duffel or a backpack is nice to have. You can switch it back and forth as you like. The only downside is the reason why this one is disconnected right now is because every single time I got to get in there and open the whole entire backpack up, I have to unhook this. That's the only annoying part in order to make it go all the way around and open. The other side I can leave it hooked on because it doesn't matter, that's in the back. But this side it's kind of a little bit annoying. I gotta unhook it every time to use it. I wish they would have designed that slightly different to where you could get in on the top easier and stuff, but it's a traveler's bag for a reason. It's got this passport pocket hidden in the back, and this is what's on your back, this side. And then the idea being that there's no pockets whatsoever on the outside, so nobody can come up there and pickpocket you or anything. And then, like I say, you can lock everything to one lock right there, which is handy as hell in terms of the lock. If you're worried about it or whatever, if you're going to check your bag into a hotel to hold it or whatever, it's handy to have that one lock. That's the selling feature that I decided to take this bag with over the other bags that I have at home. It's because you can easily lock it up. It's not too bad to pack it around, and it gives me a decent size to work with, 38 liter. So I have a 45 liter at home, and I have some other stuff. I have 20 liters. I have like 16 bags at home. Seems like I got like a bag buying addiction, I think. But anyway, I just thought I would show you everything and why, the purpose of it and why I do it, in the hopes that it will maybe help you out in your travels and your adventures. I'm gonna get this video loaded tonight while I have fast Wi-Fi. That's another reason why I'm making a video right now, is because I've noticed I have really fast Wi-Fi here at Canberra. So my voice is going out, so I thought I would just end the video here. Just thought I'd show you the inventory of everything and why I have it, why I carry it. Everything has a purpose, or I don't take it. It seems like there's a couple things, like 2 tweezers or 2 toothbrushes that I don't need a duplicate of, but a lot of times those are things that I end up losing. So sometimes it's easier, because that way you can keep one toothbrush easy to get to, and then another toothbrush packed away so that you don't, if you lose one, you have one, kind of deal on the smaller stuff. But that's the gist of what all I pack and why. And so far I've made this work, and I haven't seen a reason. I mean, work-wise, I need to be packing triangles and a box of fuses and some more zip ties for work-related stuff that I will have to end up getting before I get in trouble on that. But other than that, you know, when I try to take pictures of my paperwork so I have it electronically saved, and I can get rid of some of that. But some of that is my operating contract, and I can't. I have to have a physical form of that on hand if I were to ever get pulled over. So there's some stuff I can't get rid of, but some I need to organize a little better on that. But that's the gist of my whole setup, and I'm hoping this helps somebody out, that I took the time to show you what I do, and that'll give you ideas, you know, in terms of a layering system, why I would buy pants that are shorts and what I use them for. Obviously they're used for pants, they're used for shorts, or you can use them in the hot tub. They're fast drying. Always look for wrinkle-free, fast drying, or merino wool if you're going to look for stuff, because merino wool will also naturally hide your odors, your body odor, I guess. They fight your body odor, like bacteria on the merino wool or something like that I'm looking into. And when you're also doing it, try to go high-end brand name stuff. And then when you find yourself, if you find yourself in situations where you're broke temporarily here or there, because I go from broke a couple days to rich to broke in this weird traveling life that I do, and it comes in handy to have name brand stuff so people don't think you are that way. Anyway, my phone's about to die. I'm gonna get it plugged in and this video uploaded to you, and I will put a thumbnail of the FedEx van I took, and then I'll have a video coming from Minot, North Dakota next. Like and subscribe, leave comments, and I'll catch you on the flip. Peace. Oh, before I forget, also look in the merchandise in the description below. Peace.